you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel.
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
RJ Proctor, 2019 offensive line grad transfer commit. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to talk to you, and I heard the news like everybody else on Sunday. Can you just tell me what convinced you that Oklahoma was the place for you to be?
Yeah, man. So it was a couple of things. I came in there knowing that, I had a couple boxes I needed to check off, and at first my decision wasn't supposed to be made until the end of March, but I knew coming in that the type of guy that Coach B was and the type of guy that Coach Riley was. So I knew that, they're very good with what they do. They're very good at the job of recruiting. So I knew it was going to come to a point where I needed to make a decision. And, it was a couple of things, Coach B, one of the best coaches in the nation, coaching offensive line. He has 4 offensive linemen going to the NFL right now. Throughout the years, it's just been, back to back to back. Even when, they've been in a situation where they had younger guys and they didn't know what was going to happen, somehow Coach B has been able to develop the line and still have a solid line. So I thought that was a very big thing for me. Coach Riley, young coach, great guy. There's a lot of stuff you can say about him. Winning Big 12 championships at such a young age, it's just huge. Potentially 3 back-to-back-to-back, Heisman Trophy winners. You can't really ask for a better school. They have my masters. They have everything I want. They honestly checked off every single box I had, and you don't get that at many schools.
What position do you expect to play at OU?
So I expect to play guard. Coach wants me to play guard, but I played every single position: center, left guard, right tackle, left tackle through my UVA career. So I'm prepared to go where I'm needed.
You're obviously aware of the situation that there's only one returning starter on this offensive line, and that guy is going to have to sit out spring ball because of an injury. How do you feel leading such a, not necessarily young group, but inexperienced group?
Yeah. No, it's good. Being a grad transfer, it's a big decision. And you know you're going to be most likely one of the oldest guys, on the line. And I'm prepared for that, and I love that. And I love the not only the opportunity, but the experience I will have, leading a younger group. And I was watching practice, and, they have it in them. They're dogs, and you can't teach that. What I'm saying? It's just certain things that Creed knows, that older people know, like myself, with the defense, certain things, certain little techniques that you just know from the experience, from being out in the field, from just doing the things over and over again, that the younger people don't know. And I want to be able to share that. And I know when I get there, I have to not only earn my respect from the team, but also have to demand the respect, because when I get there, it's going to be time to go, and I'm ready to work. So,
what you were looking for at OU, you found, but the list that you were visiting, Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Florida State, all of those places seem to be just as good at recruiting, if not better in some cases. But you saw something, you took a visit, you decided to pull the trigger early, and you mentioned Coach B and you mentioned Coach Riley. But what about the rest of the staff? What about the things that you couldn't talk, the people you couldn't talk to on the phone, people you met while you were on your visit? What was your takeaway?
Yeah, man. A lot of the coaches I didn't know. Man, let me just say it like this. Coming from the airport, Coach Hill picked us up. Great guy. Honestly, he's such a good guy. Everybody is like family there, and you don't see that at a lot of schools. Not only at a lot of schools, but a lot of top schools. You don't see that. A lot of people are individualistic. They're not family based, but you can tell that here they're all about family, and that was really big for me coming from University of Virginia with a mostly Mormon staff. They're all about family. They move together, and that was really big seeing that. But yeah, Coach Hill, Coach Chip, Annie, just the GAs, like everybody was just so. The hospitality was just through the roof, and you know I have nothing bad to say about it. My mom loved them, I loved them. My sister, we FaceTime my sister, she loved them. So, you know, I really enjoyed myself. So, yeah.
You have a unique perspective, not unlike Jalen Hurts at OU, in that you were involved heavily in another Division I program in a way that, say, a lot of the early enrollees and the 2019 true freshmen just aren't. They don't know what this looks like. How does it compare, the way that the OU conducts business to the way that Bronco Mendenhall and his staff conducted business at Virginia?
Yeah, man, it's kind of the same. You know, I would actually kind of put Bronco and Coach Riley in the same category. You know, they're both very goal-oriented. They know what they want. They're going to do anything to go get it. They love hard work. And a lot of the people, you know, that's another reason that I decided to come here. A lot of the people at UVA, you know, the people at OU, Coach Anai, Coach B was Coach Anai's GA. They all met at Texas Tech. Coach Ruff was at UVA. You know, and it's just a lot of connections, and that made it feel even more like home. And, you know, I got to hang out with Jalen Hurts, and, you know, he just seems like he really has his head on straight. And he's doing that thing I was talking about, demand respect, and he earned that respect within 2 or 3 days. You know what I'm saying? That's really big coming from somebody who's in his position. But yeah, man, I would say that Coach Mendenhall and Coach Riley both have similar, you know, goals or the way they run the team. So I felt like it's going to be easier to adjust as a grad transfer because I know what to expect. I know what's expected of me. And, I mean, Coach Ruff knows me. Coach Ruff told them about me. He knows how hard we work at University of Virginia, and I know how hard they work at the University of Oklahoma. So I want to hit the ground running.
Last question before I let you go. The transfer portal has become a thing in college football in a way that I'm sure you understand, and a lot of highly sought after recruits or transfers like yourself, you know, grad transfers versus just straight D1 to D1 transfer. How was this process for you, and what advice would you give parents, recruits, athletes involved in other programs about how to best navigate this really public process now?
Yeah, the grad transfer portal. Yeah, that's a beast. It definitely catches you off guard. You know, you don't really know what. For me, I really didn't know what to expect. Putting my name in there, but it all took off so fast. Within, you know, a couple of days, I had 20, 30 teams contacting me, just blowing up the phone. So I mean, you basically get another chance at that recruitment, and anything you did in college basically, you know, gives you another kickstart to get to go to a place that, you know, you dreamed of going to, like OU, you know, in my case. And if I had to talk to a younger person, you know, going through this process, I was thinking about grad transferring. I mean, I would say if you wholeheartedly feel that you want to grad transfer, you talk to your parents. You came within yourself. You know what you want. You talk to your coach and everything like that, and you find out that's what you want to do it, and don't let any of your friends or anybody try to turn you from it. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision, and you know, no one else is gonna do it for you. So you know, I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, because it definitely worked out very well for me, and it works out for a lot of people. A lot of grad transfer people go to the NFL being very successful. So, you know, that just shows you the proof is in the pudding right there. But just don't jump to the grad transfer portal right away just because something's going wrong. And it doesn't even have to be like that. It could be just because you wanna get exposed to a different school, you want to get exposed to a different level like me, you know what I'm saying? And just make sure all your checks are in order, you know, go through all possible options, and just take it slow. Don't try to rush to a different school so quick. You know, just take your time.
RJ, is there anything that you wanted to say that I did not get an opportunity to ask you?
Boomer Sooner.
My man. It's very cool to meet another RJ. I'm going to ask you right quick. There are no periods in my name. Are there periods in your name?
There are periods in my name. It stands for Ronald Stanley Proctor Jr. I'm a junior, named after Pop. So, yeah, they call me RJ. I go by Ron. Nobody really likes to call me Ron, though. Stick with RJ.
That's what's up. That's what's up. RJ Proctor, committed to Oklahoma as an offensive guard. Grad transfer, will enroll in the summer. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yes, sir.